Your favorite pair of headphones are like your ear's security blanket. Ideally, they fit just right, work well with the rest of your everyday carry items, hold a charge, can get wet, and have noise cancellation. Like you, I thought as long as I had these features, I have the best headphones for me, full stop. But what if that's not true? Then what could be missing? Are there better alternatives to traditional headphones? And if so, how do they differ? In this video, I'm going to answer all of those questions and help you decide if you've been doing headphones wrong all these years. Let's go. Whether you're using over-the-ear headphones, around-the-ear headphones, or earbuds, they all push air into your ear, moving the hairs inside. That's how you're able to hear music, podcast, what have you. When air enters your ear, it gets magnified, making the sound louder than you realize. And this is why it's easy to damage your hearing with all headphones, but especially earbuds. Your eardrums are just too close to the source. If you've ever taken out your earbuds and heard a soft ringing sound, you've experienced slight hearing damage firsthand. Welcome. But hearing loss isn't the only problem with headphones. Sometimes you want to hear the world around you. Sometimes you need to stay alert. Sometimes you just don't want the car next to you overhearing a particularly gruesome episode of Sword and Scale. All right, we know what's missing. The real question is there a better alternative? For me and many other people, the answer lies in the use case, or rather, what you'll be doing in your headphones. So let's talk about the alternative and compare it to regular headphones. At first glance, these headphones look like your everyday around-the earbuds, but if you look closely, you'll notice there isn't an earbud in sight. These are bone conduction headphones, and they work much the same as regular headphones, but instead of air getting forcibly pushed down your ear holes to wiggle your hairs, bone conduction headphones vibrate your skull, which wiggles your hairs. It's pleasant, I promise. Bone conduction headphones across all brands feature a distinct around-the-ear design with the bud portion resting on your temple. Now, it's not a bud, it's flat. I just didn't know what to call it that made any sense. Now, there's many things traditional headphones like the ever-popular AirPods do extremely well, but there's actually a few things bone conduction headphones do much better. Before we get to the use cases and who would really benefit from using bone conduction headphones, let's compare them to regular headphones with a good old-fashioned. Starting with the pros, bone conduction headphones do not obstruct your hearing or cause ear irritation. So if you have tiny ear holes, this may be an option for you. No more rubbing, chafing, wet, sweaty earbuds, all of that, gone. Another tally for the pro column is that you have a much smaller chance of damaging your hearing with bone conduction headphones than regular headphones or earbuds. The vibrations allow you to hear clearly without the need to boost the volume. I personally love being able to hear the sounds around me with the unobstructed ear design, and being able to listen at a lower volume and still hear well is really nice. The around-the-ear design of bone conduction headphones means they won't be slipping off or out of your ear. I gave myself a migraine trying so that I could say that with confidence. Another win for the pro column is that across the board, waterproofing is usually higher than the AirPods Pro, which are only IPX4, so it's not that hard to beat that spec, but still. But by far, the best pro for the bone conduction headphones is the fact that unlike regular ones, bone conduction headphones can be heard in perfect clarity by those with conductive hearing loss. In fact, bone conduction tech was founded in the hearing aid industry, which, makes a lot of sense actually. So I've got to keep it real with you. Let's get to the not so awesome bits. First and foremost, if you have full hearing, you're not going to get beefy, juicy bass from bone conduction headphones like you would in any decent pair of regular ones. That's just the tea, sorry to say. They also won't work at the gym or other noisy places like the side of busy roads where rushing cars creates a ton of wind noise. At that point, you need to seal off your ears. You also won't be getting any noise cancellation features on these because, well, your ears are still open, so they're not great for travel. And if you get yourself a starter pair to test out the tech like I did, then others around you will hear audio bleed if they're standing too close and you've got the volume high. That's 4 cons versus 6 pros, and realistically, that last con was on me, so it's more like 3 to 6. But maybe the cons are so important to you that they matter more. Personally, I don't hate having specific tools for specific purposes, and with that in mind, bone conduction headphones won't be an all-purpose headphone for me. But if you're wondering if bone conduction headphones are for you, we'll wrap up with some use cases to help you decide. If you found this video helpful or intriguing so far, toss it a sweet little thumbs up so it can go off and help more people out. Hands down, if you have conductive hearing loss, bone conduction headphones are a game changer. You'll be able to hear your audio with the same clarity full hearing folks enjoy on the regular, and you won't get that with any regular headphone. But if you've got full hearing, there's still some great reasons for you to give bone conducting headphones a try. If you're a runner, marathon, endurance athlete, you'll appreciate being able to hear oncoming dangers like rogue neighborhood dogs, cars, bicycles doomed for impact, a particularly menacing cicada, all sorts of horrors. Personally, I've really enjoyed traipsing through the woods with these and can't wait to go hiking with them when it warms up. I'm the annoying person on trail that can't help but to say, "How's it going?" to every person I pass, even if it looks like they can't breathe. So I'll see you out there. If you're into kayaking, bone conduction headphones are the only ones I would trust to get both super wet and stay on your head through the whitecaps. And if you kayak on a lake where it's peaceful, what better way to listen to your podcast than alongside the faint chirp of birdsong? Speaking of podcasts and birdsong, I found that taking in the morning on the deck with my tea and a podcast has been a great way to connect with nature while priming my mentals for the day's work ahead. The warmer days have really brought the birds out here on the East Coast, and it's also brought the people out. If you like to drive with your windows down, maybe this scene is familiar to you. It's beautiful out. You want to listen to a podcast in the car, windows down, but you can barely hear it over the wind noise. Since it's super unsafe to drive in headphones, your only option is to absolutely blast the stereo and then suffer through the inevitable awkward side-by-side red light pull-up where your stereo is saying something super sus, making you look like a weirdo. With bone conduction headphones, you can have your podcast vibrated into your brain, windows down, without worry or care, while still maintaining road safety with unobstructed hearing. It's amazing. Another great use case that I haven't gotten to try yet because it's just too cold in March is audiobooks on the beach. Straight up, I don't want anything that goes into my ear anywhere near sand. Bone conduction headphones are a perfect solution for that. And recently, I had a dentist appointment and gave these a go, and let me tell you, it was so nice to skip the anxiety of possibly missing the front desk call my name. I was thoroughly entertained in the waiting room. I heard them clearly when it was my turn, and I didn't have to talk about the weather with anybody. If you frequent the doctor's office, or for any appointment really, you won't beat the convenience of bone conduction headphones. Alright, so you may have noticed I didn't mention a link or a way to buy these headphones right here early on. And that's because I can't for a few reasons. They're not available to buy right now on Amazon, and I got this pair from my monthly Bespoke post box at a discount. So you could get them standalone from the Bespoke store, but the box I got was like half the price, and that's important here. Because had I known from the start how much I'd love and use bone conduction headphones, I'd have done my research and probably gone with a different pair entirely. Straight up. So I can't in good faith recommend this specific pair to you regardless of the price. But if you're hell-bent on these, pick them up from the Sudio website for $20 off what they're going for at the Bespoke store at the time of this recording. Once I get my hands on a pair of bone conduction headphones that I absolutely love, I'll definitely make a video and do a proper bone conduction comparison for y'all. In the meantime, I'm cooking up a smart home lock situation for Monday, so subscribe to the channel and hit the bell because that's gonna be a solid watch. If this video gave you some new insights on bone conduction headphones, give it a sweet little thumbs up so we can get this baby channel cruising. And with that, I hope you have the best week ever, and I'll be seeing you later.